All right, welcome back to The Explainer. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on something that's, well, kind of everywhere. It's the hidden engine behind your social media feed, and it even helps NASA explore space. We're talking about a programming language that's somehow both incredibly powerful and surprisingly simple. So let's dive right into the world of Python. So before we get into the nitty-gritty, just stop and think for a sec. All those apps and websites you use every day, your streaming services, what's the magic that makes them actually work? Chances are Python has a lot to do with it. And today, we're going to connect the dots between that, complicated world of code and the tech you literally use every single day. Okay, so first things first. What is Python anyway? I mean, we hear the name thrown around all the time, but what is it really? And what makes it so different from all the other programming languages out there? Okay, if you look up the official definition, you get this: an interpreted, object-oriented, high-level programming language with dynamic semantics. Whoa, that is a mouthful, to say the least. But don't worry, the ideas behind those fancy words are actually pretty simple. Like that word interpreted, it just means the computer runs your code line by line, kind of like a live translator. This makes it super fast to test out your ideas. And we're about to see how these features are not just powerful, they're the very reason Python is so easy to pick up. So what does all that stuff actually mean for someone writing the code? Well, high level means you get to ignore all the nitty-gritty details of how the computer's memory works. You just focus on your big idea. And dynamic typing? That's like having these magic boxes that automatically know what you put inside them, whether it's a number, a word, whatever. It keeps your code super clean and flexible. It's all built for one thing, really, what we call rapid application development. Basically, building stuff and seeing it work fast. And because it's so darn flexible, people use it for everything. Seriously. It's the backbone for huge websites, it powers software on your computer, it's the absolute go-to language for data science and AI. Heck, you can even use it to automate boring tasks on your own laptop. It's not just one tool for one job. It's more like a Swiss Army knife for solving problems with code. All right, now to really get why Python is such a big deal today, we kind of have to take a quick step back in time. It wasn't just invented out of thin air, It was actually designed to fix some real problems with how people were writing code back then. And this is the guy who started it all, Guido van Rossum. He's the creator of Python. He first released it way back in 1991, and he had this one core idea driving him. Code should be easy to read and simple to write. And honestly, that philosophy is still the beating heart of Python today. Check out this timeline. It really shows you just how unique Python's timing was. See where it lands? 1991. That's after the heavy-duty foundational languages like C, but right before the internet really blew up with stuff like JavaScript and Java. It just carved out this perfect little niche for itself by offering all that power, but with a much, much gentler learning curve. And that really brings us to the core of it, right? What is it about Python that makes it so popular, even today? Well, it all comes down to this perfect balance. It's somehow incredibly simple to learn, but at the same time, unbelievably powerful to use. So why do people choose Python? For one, it works everywhere. Windows, Mac, Linux, you name it. Its syntax. I mean, it's famous for being clean. It almost reads like plain English. You can often do something in one line of Python that would take 5 lines in another language. And you can test your code instantly, which, trust me, is a huge deal. Bottom line, it feels like it was built for humans first, computers second. And this right here, this perfectly shows you that human-first idea. So in a lot of other languages, you see all these curly brackets and symbols to organize code. But look at Python. It just uses simple indentation, white space. That wasn't an accident. It was a deliberate choice to make the code less cluttered and way easier for anybody to just look at and understand. Hey, remember that word interpreted from the beginning? Well, here's why it really matters. It means you can write one line of code and run it immediately. You don't have to wait for this long, complicated compilation process. This gives you this instant feedback loop, which lets developers just play around, test ideas, and build things at a blistering pace. It's a game changer. Okay, that's enough theory for now. Honestly, the best way to get Python's simplicity is to just do it. So right now, we're going to walk through how to write and run your very first Python program. It's a classic, a rite of passage for every programmer. It's called Hello World. Okay, step 1. Let's just check if you even have Python installed. It's easy. Just open up your command line or your terminal and type in this simple command, python-version, and hit enter. If it says command not found or something, no worries at all. You can just go to the official source, python.org, and download it for free. It's completely open source, which is awesome. All right, you ready? Here we go. Step 2. Open any plain text editor, like Notepad, anything simple. Type exactly this. Print, parentheses, hello world. Now save that file and name it helloworld.py. Then just go back to your terminal, make sure you're in the same folder where you save the file, and run it by typing python helloworld.py. That's literally it. Think about that for a second. That one single line. That's a whole, complete, working Python program. The print part just tells the computer, hey, show this on the screen. And then you just tell it what to show inside the quotes. It's just beautifully simple, isn't it? And if you did all that, you should see the words Hello World pop up right there on your screen. And if you do, seriously, congratulations. You've just written and run your first Python program. You've officially taken your first step into a much, much larger world. And that's the cool part. From that one little line, you can build, well, anything. A simple game, a little tool to organize your photos, a website, maybe even start a huge data science project. Your journey has really just begun. So the only question left is, what are you going to build next?